Hello everyone, and welcome back to my channel, where everything you're about to hear and see has been done in one take. I'm your host, the One Take Man. Today, as your screen is already showing you, I find myself on Sporkle. It's kind of surprising to me, given how much of a smartass I am, that I don't really go to Sporkle that often. But really, I guess I didn't really feel the need to myself to really prove how adept I am at being able to answer quizzes. Which is why, perhaps the more knowledgeable among you might notice, I am not even signed in or logged in. I'm not signed in. I'm not logged in either. So this is just me going in, uh, as any random visitor who first finds out about this. And now I'm looking to do some quizzes in order to, yeah, for a video, because what's the worst that could happen? And this is one that caught my eye: British or American bands. We're guessing you probably know where the Beatles were from. Yeah, Liverpool. Okay, let's click. Let's click and see what happens. Also, I noticed that that its follow-ups are also trending. So so maybe we'll also visit those after I'm done here with the first. Okay, click. I hope it's loading up. Yeah, I know it's kind of slow today. I don't know why. Okay, 30 questions remaining. 5 minutes on the clock. Good. Trending topics. WWE is with the trending topics. Is it because McMahon retired? That is that is a big thing to happen to them. I will admit that. Also, why is this taking so long? And can you actually see my mouse on the screen? I don't know. I really can't tell. You know what? Screw it. I'm just gonna click play now. Jackson 5, Gary, Indiana. So yeah. Next, Coldplay. Okay, British Bon Jovi. Yeah, I don't know exactly where they're from, but they're pretty. Okay, yeah, Blur British. Dead Kennedys. Okay, now I'm being tried. I think. Yeah, I'm going for the Scandal Factor into here. Lincoln Park, Santa Monica, California, to be more precise, if I'm not mistaken. The Runaways. Oh, fuck. Okay, this might just be my first mistake. I'm gonna say British? Nope. I should have seen it coming. Anyway, The Doors. I know they're American. Next up, Bananarama. They're British. Yep. Whitesnake. British. Okay, who's next? The Who. Talking about my generation. The first wave of the British invasion. Nirvana. From Seattle, Washington. Washington State. Queen. I don't know where they're from, but I can say their guitarist has a PhD. He actually interrupted the work on his PhD for his time in Queen, and then after 91, when Freddie Mercury died, he went back to university and finished his PhD. So yeah. Anyway, Iron Maiden, part of the new wave of British heavy metal. So yeah. Rolling Stones, British. The Temptations. Okay. Now I'm being challenged again. I'm gonna say, okay. Beach Boys. Yeah, the progenitors of surf rock. What else could they be? The Beatles. I already said this. They're from Liverpool. Oasis from Manchester. The Clash. London Calling. Okay, Black Sabbath. They're from North England, which is a more heavily industrial area than places a lot of the other and then places the other English bands were from. So so therefore they made music that was more reflective of that heaviness, if I may say so myself. The Jam. Fuck. I never heard of these people. I'm gonna say British. Okay, I was right. Kiss. American. Any company that any band that commercialized can only be American. The Kinks. The British. Because don't get me wrong, kink in that way is used is used in Britain as well, but it does but it also is used in the sense of, oh, there's something a little there's something to be ironed out here. And that is just a bit more widespread in Britain than in the US, so British. Slipknot. Iowa's finest export. Public Enemy, Fight the Power. Fight the powers that be. Fight the power. Okay. Mushroom. Who the fuck are these people? I don't know. Just weird enough to be true. Okay. Green Day. Stop being so slow, Muse. I think they're Londoners, but I'm not sure. Fall Out Boy. And I got 29 out of 30. Okay. Average score is 82%. Yes. More music quizzes. British or American bands too. Oh, it's a whole freaking category. British or American. Okay, British or American bands too. I'm looking forward to something a bit more obscure this time. If the internet cooperates. Okay. It does. Now let's go. Kasabian. I know them to be British. Genesis. Okay, I thought I knew that. I'm also going British. Yep. Circle Jerks. Yeah. You really need a specific kind of humor to come up with a name like Circle Jerks, and that's not the kind of humor you find in Britain. I'll say that much. Ramones. Americans. Three Brothers, I think. The Ramones. Backstreet Boys, yeah. Americans. I was expecting something harder. The Hollies. Okay. Am I gonna perfect this? Toto. Okay. Now we're getting into something. I actually have to think about this a little. I'm gonna guess American. I mean, their one-hit song isn't actually that good. Sorry to say it, but it did reach some level of prominence internationally, and I think that level of prominence isn't due to the subject matter; it's due to the fact that they have the bigger starting audience. So, Panic at the Disco, yeah, American. Hipster music, Deep Purple, very British. Next up, The Verve, also British. Dire Straits, also British. They called themselves that because they were at a point where they were starting up with their label. They were like they realized that they were in a make or break moment, or as the British would say it, in dire straits. So they were like, yeah, that should be the name of our band, Dire Straits. Spice Girls, British, of course they are. Next up, Misfits. I'm gonna guess American simply because they have a bigger pool to, the Americans have a bigger pool from which to pool their musicians. So I assume so I'll assume. So my generic default is American. Okay, aren't you gonna switch over? Do I have to click next? Okay, Gorillaz, British. Their lead singer is the lead singer of Blur. I know that much. My Chemical Romance. A band that's steeped in American goth culture. It cannot be British. Eagles. American. Okay, I got that right. Oh, come on. 21 Pilots. The only song of theirs I know is Stressed Out, and based solely on that, and on the fact that American is my default, I'm going with American. The Birds. Okay, this... Hey, what's up with the timer? You guys saw that, right? Wait, what are you doing? What the fuck are you doing? Okay, don't mess with the ads. Okay, they're American. Now I know. The Cure. I know them to be British. Very British. Come on. No FX. Okay, goddamn right. Bad Religion. Stop taking down, timer. Or stop speeding up. It's distracting. Again, I'm gonna assume American. I never make mistakes when assuming American. I always make mistakes when assuming British. The New Kids on the Block are American. If I'm not mistaken, Mark Wahlberg was one of their founding members. Also, they were the first like big boy band group. After they got their start, a British label got a ball rolling on Take That, and therefore you had this transatlantic rivalry going. And that transatlantic rivalry got pretty much the pop scene for the rest of the decade, or the latter half of the decade, set up, where you had a whole bunch of boy bands, girl bands, the works. And also, why are they called bands when no one's playing instruments? It's just anyway. I'm not getting into that discussion right now. So, New Kids on the Block are American, Joy Division, British, part of the New Wave, and Sync. Again, actually not again, but keep in mind what I said about the appearance and prevalence of boy bands. American, Take That. Oh, well, look at that. What I said earlier is becoming that much more relevant. British, Duran Duran are also British. Libertines, yeah, they're British. Depeche Mode, also British. Stone Roses, also British. All the time I spent on MTV2 when I was when I was a teen is starting to pay off. Blink 182, American as fuck. Okay. You've been studying, haven't you? No. This is just straight off the top of my head and some guessing. I got 97%, whereas most people only got 79. Almost nice. Anyway, next up, British or American bands free. Okay, let's see what you got. Okay, that's loaded up enough. Radiohead, British. Named after a David Byrne song, funnily enough. No, not David Byrne, Talking Heads. Def Leppard. Also British. Their drummer only has one arm, and he plays a specifically designed drum set. And he's still among the best drummers on the planet. was so in the 80s and the 90s, and I think even today he is widely recognized as such. Ice Nine Kills. Going with my default assumption here, and I'm right. Okay, busted. Oh! Okay, my default assumption is wrong for the first time. 9 Inch Nails. American. Mike and the Mechanics. Again, going with the default assumption. Oh no! Well, look at that. For the first time I made 2 mistakes on a quiz like this. And they were both in a row, which is sweet. The Prodigy. They're British as fuck. Pulp, also British as fuck. Pearl Jam, yeah, they're from the Seattle grunge scene. Like, seriously. Tom Petty and the Heartbreakers. Okay, almost got that one wrong. The Animals. I'm going to assume. Oh, I was correct. Look at that. Soundgarden. Again, Seattle grunge scene. American. One Direction. Very British. Foo Fighters. Need I remind you that their lead singer Dave Grohl was the drummer of Nirvana, which was one of the bands that kickstarted the grunge rock scene, or popularized it. So yeah, Alice in Chains again, Seattle grunge scene, the Osmonds. Is that Donnie and Kelly? I'm gonna say American. Yeah, Disturbed. They're from Chicago. Yeah, they're American. ZZ Top, again American. Eurythmics, British. Stone Temple Pilots, offshoot of the Seattle grunge scene, American. Yellow Card. I'm gonna assume British. I was wrong. Okay, I made 3 mistakes here. This Spandau Ballet. Okay, Red Hot Chili Peppers from California, to be more precise. Next up, Smashing Pumpkins. I think they're from the northwest. So Northwestern US, so American. Oh, come on, I clicked on the thing. Oh, I had to click again. Bring me the horizon. Okay, didn't know that. One Republic. Well, they got their start with Timberland, so... And why the fuck did my voice crack there? McFly. The zombies. The zombies are Irish. They're none of this. Or are we going by Northern Irish, in which case they're British? I'm gonna assume that's the logic this quiz goes for, and say British. The Wombats. Uh, Again British. Okay, Lighthouse Family. Oh, I'm gonna get less than 90% on this. I just know it. I have... No. No, I'm not gonna indulge in that particular speculation, funny as it may be. I'm gonna go... Oh, I was right. 87%. Oh, I still got less than 90%. That's annoying. The average score is 76. Okay, so it's not just me. These quizzes are actually getting harder. Anyway, British or American bands, 4. Let's go with that. Come on. Okay, 30 questions again. Plus 44. 44 plus 44 is actually the international prefix for Great Britain, so I'm gonna assume British. What? Small faces. I don't know, American? I was wrong again. Damn. I really don't know anything. The Black Keys. This was a wild guess. Aerosmith is not a wild guess. No doubt. They are, yeah, iconic for New England indie. Hanson is Midwest indie. Madness is very British, very disco pop. Kajagoogoo, again, 70s disco pop, very British. Yardbirds, wasn't that Eric Clapton's old band? In which case, British. Five Finger Death Punch. Straight up guess. Steps. Who are these people? I've never heard of this band. So, yeah, am I showing my culture or my in culture here? Don't know. I'm gonna say British. I was right. Hootie and the Blowfish. Okay. The Police. British. Simply Red. I think I'm right. Keane. Also British. Judas Priest. Also British. Limp Bizkit. Yeah. Britain will never come up with something that is annoying because it's loud. If anything British is annoying, it's because it's boring. If anything American is annoying, it's because it's loud. So yeah, that's a general rule of thumb. Let's go ahead. Beastie Boys. They're from New York. The Stooges. I don't know. I'm gonna say British. I was wrong. Should have said the Moody Blues. Sounds like a very American name to choose. So, oh, I was wrong. Anyway, yes. British. Because it's not descriptive enough to be American, so I'm gonna say Brit. What? Oh shit. Black Eyed Peas. Again, annoying because loud. American. Wet. British. Bowling for Soup. That's a bad name. Counting Crows. American. Cradle of Filth. I was wrong. Block Party. Mid noughties indie scene. British. Kool and the Gang. Okay. These guys. And this is a classic, really. 80%. Oh, damn. I was cutting it really freaking close. Wait, is that? Anyway. Mediocre, not very good. Ouch. Anyway, I only got 24. Yeah, not to be expected. Oh, there's also a fifth. Screw it, I have time. I can go into it. Is there a sixth as well? Oh, there is. Damn. How many of these things are there? I've been recording for 20 minutes though. I'm only gonna touch upon this one and then call it quits. So let's go play quiz. Goo Goo Dolls. I think American. I don't know, something about their style just kind of inspires American to me. I haven't heard a lot about them, about them or from them, but from what I've heard, yeah. From what I've heard, I was correct in calling them American. American offers. Really, I thought it would have been too obvious for them to be Americans. Anyway, idols. Yeah, the name. It relies a little bit more on wordplay, and would therefore be more of a British name. Erasure directly talks about the early Erasure, at least, was directly about the queer culture in 80s Britain. So yeah, British. Avenged Sevenfold, American. Go ahead. Slayer, one of the big four of thrash metal, can only be American. Walk the Moon. I am very tempted to say American, but it might be a little too obvious, so. Oh, I should have gone with the obvious. The Carpenters. I know them to be American. The Archies. Again, going with what I assume. Again, a little more wordplayish. I'm gonna go British. All American Rejects. Okay. James. Fuck. What do I go for? I'm going British. I was right. Crash of Rhinos. Again, it's a little too. It's not subtle enough to be British. Ah! Oh wait, it's too blunt to be. I wanted to say it's too blunt to be British. I meant the exact opposite of what I said. Anyway, the Proclaimers. I was wrong again. Fuck, I'm fucking up so badly. Dexys Midnight Runners. I know them to be British. Architects. Like, just random guess. I was wrong. I should have guessed the other way around. Tenacious D. Well, when you've got Jack Black, when you've got Jack fucking Black in your band, it's pretty obvious. The Laws. Okay, British. Travis. Scottish to be more precise. E Street Band. Aren't they Bruce Springsteen's backup? They are. Jimmy Eat World. Okay, American. Oh, I got that right. Metallica. Very American. Imagine Dragons. Very American. Sex Pistols. Very British. Poison. Yeah. Peak hair metal. And the US pretty much dominates that that particular genre. Pink Floyd. You really don't need me to tell you about Pink Floyd, do you? Generation X. I'm gonna go. Oh, I was wrong. Plain White Tees. They're American. Mech Busted. Well, let's see. There was a Busted that I said was American, but was in fact British. Maybe I'll say this Mech Busted is British, but is actually American. You know what? Screw it. I'm going with American again, and I'm wrong again. Led Zeppelin. Okay, I got this. They say Half-Life is showing up, and you showed up. Good job. Don't condescend me, Sporkle. What is that? Hello? Or is that you, Jack Frog, condescending to me? Seriously, who writes these things up? Anyway, I think you've all seen enough for today. I've inflicted my terrible internet upon you for long enough. I can I can call it a day. So anyway, thank you for your attention. And if you enjoyed this video, then go ahead and leave a like, maybe even share it wherever you think other people will like it as well. If you have anything you'd like to add to any part of the video, the comment section awaits your input. And if you want to see when my next video gets released, well then please subscribe. Ideally also ring the bell or do whatever else YouTube will ask of you in order to keep you notified. I also have a main channel where I talk about more bookish / literature topics, in case you want to see a different side of my interests. You can find it down in the description down below, right past my social media, which I also suggest you check out should you feel so inclined. Until next time, I have been the One Take Man.